Hello guys, Walter here. I'm going to start some videos showing some other guides. This time I'll be playing as a level 8 character, and this will follow a series that shows how to get to level 50. I will record most of the hunts of this character and show you guys some places to hunt as well. And that is quite possible because sometimes some of my hunting guides, my characters are a bit stronger to what I kill. So I'll show more real combat, I would say. So my skills, so as you can see, I'm level 8. My skills is around 70. I've been offline training a bit. It requires I think 1 week. So if you have 1 week offline training, you might get this skill quite fast. So what I would say is, if you have any other character to play, make 2 characters at the same time. So while you play one, the other is training. So when you really decide to play the other character, the first one you created has good skills, or at least trained a little bit. So where I don't know if you know this place, but this is the Wasp Cave in Abdendril. It might be normally full of noobs hunting, but if you are lucky, like I am, this is weekend, and people are not hunting here. At least this is what it looks like. It is quite early as well, so that might be the reason why they're not here now, but they might be later. I'm quite unlucky today. I'm lucky because of the respawn, but unlucky because there's no drops. There are no drops until now, so not even a single honeycomb. So this is the entrance. The bad thing about hunting wasps is that you don't have food. You don't get food there, but there are 2 bears that respawn right to the south of the cave. So as soon as you finish everything, you may have a look and see if you find those bears and kill them, get some food, and get back to the respawn. So I didn't clean all the respawn, but I will do this. I'm gonna try to get level 10 here. Wasps are very good because, as you can see, the experience they provide is decent. 24 plus 50% makes 36 experience. And they have only 35 HP and very low defense. So if you hit physical damage, it's quite effective. No, nothing here. I'm gonna continue to walk around the cave. You walk a bit slow here because of the kind of floor, but it doesn't delay that much. So I'm gonna leave the cave by this hole over here. First of all, before I leave, let me check if there are more wasps. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to keep running while I hit the wasp. I think it's wasp, how you say this. Sometimes I confuse this pronunciation. English is very difficult when it comes to the first vowel in a word. Sometimes it changes a bit of the sound. So I think this case should be wasp in American English, perhaps. Very well. So it looks like I've cleaned all the wasps. and I'm gonna head to the exit. And I'll show where you can find some more creatures to kill. If you see that you're hunting by yourself, that there's nobody else hunting with you, you may take a look at the castle entrance. If you don't have any fire field or any destroy field, you won't be able to get there. But at least you can kill the creatures around, and you get the first honeycomb. Okay, so the last wasp. I'm gonna leave this place. And there are some that respawn around the area. No, not many, I would say. And I'm gonna go a little bit slow here, just around the bottom, because I'm quite sure I will find some more experiments, and they hit quite hard for low level characters, especially when you have low armor. It is not very low, but there are better equipment I could find, but doesn't help much. So one of the equipments could be the plate legs, but I don't have any money, zero money in this world. So I will show a little bit of the drama as well, the way you feel when you have no money to buy things you want, and how do you survive that being a knight. I think a mage would have kind of the same problem. The problem is that when mage is playing, like AFK playing, you just leave making runes. So you do your stuff and make runes while you do this. So like you're browsing something on the internet and your character is regenerating mana. So you use your mana to make runes, and then you hunt using these runes. So actually you didn't spend any money because you didn't buy the runes, at least only you, except for the blank runes, I mean. So and then you are able to make a lot of profit. So I'm gonna try to stay this way so that these spearmen cannot hit me all the time, because I can take serious damage here. These guys hit a lot, especially when hitting as the third guy. And they can also hit and spear attack. So you keep switching attack, and then you kill them eventually. Perhaps I have some distance fighting skill, because sometimes I confuse and put the wrong character in the distance fight training. Let's see, sword, distance fighting. 21, yeah, that's right. Sometimes I confuse. My mage has axe fighting. I think it's around 20 something as well. Like 2 or 3 times I forgot and I left him training axe fight instead of magic level. The good thing is that it grows shooting faster compared to when he's training magic level. So when you train magic level, your shooting increases quite slow. Slightly slowly. Slightly slow, I would say. Yeah, I think it's correct to say slightly slow. So you get a bunch of creatures around here, which is quite nice. So I'm gonna take a look outside and see if the orc berserker is there, as I won't be able to kill the orc berserker, considering I have just this mace and no potions to spare, like to waste. Oh, this is not the best idea to fight an orc berserker. That can deal like up to 100 damage every hit. If I had a good shield, I might try. I'm gonna try to, if he comes close to me, I'm gonna try to hit him and see how much damage I deal. So I can see that the orc berserker is around there. I'm gonna take like an adventure. He might kill this Minotaur. I'm gonna try to bring the orc berserker to me. Damn it. I hate when this happens. A problem that now I will have to fight both of them. I blocked one. Damn it. No, I wouldn't risk this, because the next hit I might die. The problem is that there is a spearman hitting with it, which makes totally different the combat. So I'm gonna stay here for a while and regenerate a little bit. Once you have 70 skill, you kill these things quite fast, so you don't have to really worry about. Nowadays, Tibia is a game that you can only play as a premium account. It's quite hard to see someone playing as a free account. It's pretty disappointing because they say you can explore the world, but you cannot kill anything. You are much weaker compared to premium accounts. Warriors cannot use any skill. At least there should be a skill you can use quite like a cooldown, very long, like 20 seconds, but it is a strike. Could deal a little bit less damage than Exori Equal, but there should be a skill you could use. For like, I have a ring here, but this ring doesn't work if you have vocation. I'm gonna throw it to the ground. And I expect to find a Minotaur guard here. Minotaur guards hit a little bit less than Orc Berserker, but they still hit much. I think they may hit up to 150 or 120, something like that. I had 90 HP, so I was a bit worried. Then I used the potion, a small potion, not the normal one. Looks like I killed everything here, and I get half of my experience, which is decent. Now I'm gonna head back to the wasps, and then I'm gonna show another cave, because this is level enough to be able to walk around other places. It makes a lot of difference when you get levels when you're very low. Like you grow speed very fast until level 30. And then it starts to slow down a bit, I think, until level 50. Okay, meat. I'm looking for food, so this is welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at the Orc Berserker and see if he's still there. I should have fought the Orc Spearman before the Berserker arrived. Damn it. Nope. No way. And I think he hit me 96, pretty much the same health I had, or 86. Copper shield. I'm gonna get the troll. There is a troll cave in Carlin. I would say quite good. The number of trolls are very little compared to the size of the cave. There are like spawns of 10, 5 trolls around the place. But I don't really like. When I was a noob, I used to hunt there all the time. There was a secret place where you get some food every day. So I used to collect those things. Every day I used to hunt there. And there's also some places you find wolves. So maybe I'm gonna go there instead of going to Abdangel. I might show that later then. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna continue the video here to the cave I talked about. Yeah, now I'm kind of nostalgic about that place, and I want to to remember those moments. Oh damn it! I'm kind of trapped here. I'm gonna move to the orc is running from me. And this one is about to run as well. I'm gonna go after the elf. Elves don't run, so this is good. I hate when there are two spearmen fighting you. Oh, that's why I had the follow mode on, and then when the thing ran, I thought it was off, so then I turned on, which actually turned off instead of. These things happen when you don't look to the icon. Now I have the chase on, so I don't have to do anything. Meat. I'm kinda hungry. Looks like not. But I'm gonna get the food anyway. No space. Let me check what I could do here too. So the orc tooth is worth more than 100 gold, I think. Perhaps 100 gold or 95 gold. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna get the food here. I'm gonna drop this paper on the water because I don't need the instructions. I know pretty much how to use that stone. So let's go after the bears, and then I'll show the wolf cave. Perhaps I should get, let's see. Yeah, I could take a look at the wasps again. There is a starving wolf too, actually. Someone just came to here and killed the bear. The wolf dropped meat, which is quite rare, because he's starving. So he doesn't have much meat for you to loot. I don't know what happened, but someone killed one wasp. Perhaps this person is inside the cave. Looks like I'm mistaken. I'm gonna fight one by one here, so I don't take poison damage. At least I think so. I'm gonna get the one that ran away. And I got 3 levels quite fast. Of course, I have the experience boost, but I believe you would have this as well. If you don't, you will need to clean the respawn 1.5 times to get the same amount of experience I get. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make a 8 number. Go into the bottom first and get a honeycomb. Good. So I'm gonna get rich. As soon as I get to the depot, I'm gonna sell this stuff. So I'll start my profit. Mages would spend a bit mana potions, I think, because perhaps level 13, because level 8, the wind or the rod, they cost very low mana, so I don't think you would need mana potions. But level 13, when you get the second rod or wind, you will have to use some mana potions during your hunt. Let's see. I'm gonna use Xora equal and wait here for the wasps to come. And no more comps. Not right now. Alright, so there are more. Good. More experience for me. So I think my favorite vocation is the knight. I like it pretty much. There are some things that I don't like, but it's related to the mechanics of the game, so I cannot do anything about that. But they should do something about skills and mana potions, because it's quite boring when you see knight hunting and then you see that he just use Exori and drink mana potion and Exori Gran, mana potion, like all the time. There should be something different, like some kind of skill you use and then your auto attack starts to increase damage. So it should help to find single targets like demons or perhaps even dragon lords if you are killing one by one. Like you use the skill buffs you for 1 minute perhaps, and every time you get hit increases your damage for something like, could be something like that. Or every time you hit the same target you get more and more damage. But I think this is impossible to make with this engine they have. And also to consume soul points, because why the hell we have soul points if this is not for anything? Or perhaps they could add that Exori would cost soul points so people wouldn't spam that. But they need to do something to make the character balanced as well, because they limit the damage a knight can do only by limiting the mana potions. Because they say, oh, you can regenerate only 100 mana, I think, yes, 100 mana per turn, per second. So it's 200 mana per turn. So the damage is quite limited. But this is only the reason. So they should limit the damage by some kind of soul points. But as well as they could add something to make you deal more damage with auto attack. But it shouldn't be permanent. Something that just stacks. You stop. If you stop killing something, and then your damage returns to normal. So that might help a bit. I was going to open map, but there's no feature. There's no such feature in this game. The map is always there. So I'm gonna take a look here, where I think the troll cave is, if I'm not mistaken. I will show around. I think I don't have the map for this area. The map of this area, but I have a good memory, so this might be around here somewhere. Perhaps not. Let's see. Since they add a new, what's it called, this area here, leaf golems and stuff, things changed a bit. So I don't know if I will find it exactly. Yeah, it's strange. This wasn't like this. So I'm gonna go to the goblins, where I'm sure I remember that we have the goblins, and then let's see if it's everything the same as it was before. There's a small house here. Yeah, so then the cave should be to the south, which doesn't look like. Oh, here I found. I was quite sure there was a river over here and the cave was close to the river, but anyway. So first of all, I'm gonna show the wolves and then I'll show the trolls. There are plenty of wolves here, and it might be very useful if you don't have such good skills, because wolves are very weak to physical. Not that they take extra damage, but they don't have defense, so it helps as well. So the shape of the cave is quite strange. Someone was like, it looks like Minecraft. People dig in diagonal, zigzag. So I'm gonna get this food. So I'll be showing the complete part of the wolves. So you have some wolves here, as well as going to the bottom. And the good thing is that you start again, so you will end up in the same place you were before. I'm not sure if there were wolves over here to the top as well. I forgot, I should have checked. But I remember the good amount is located in this part. Good thing is that if you can carry the meat, you should drop on the ground, so somebody will pick it later, or you yourself pick it if you need to. So in case you're coming from carlin and you don't have any food, I know it matters a lot when you are low level and you don't have money to spend on perhaps mushrooms. I got these mushrooms in Rookguard. Here we have more and more wolves. The good thing is that from level 1 to 40 or 1 to 40 or 1 to 45, as a knight, being free account or premium account, nothing changes. Only regeneration, but it's HP regeneration that is kind of doesn't make much difference. What? Okay, I got back to the entrance. I should go to the south. I thought this was a ladder to the bottom, not to the top. I forgot I came from there. So here we'll find 3 wolves, I think. Probably there's probably someone hunting here, because when I came to the cave, I found the hole open, which I would say someone is hunting. But this is not something that matters, because I'm gonna show the area, only the area. And then you hunt here if you think this is good for you as well. I also have a paladin, which is level 20, I think. There is a good, he has good skills as well. So I might show some hunting, not hunting guides, but some play of a paladin 20, so that you guys have some idea of how to hunt or where to hunt and how it works. Sometimes just pointing like, oh, you can hunt here as a paladin 20. Maybe it is not very easy as it was shown in the video. So being a level 20 hunting and saying that this is for level 20, it's more effective, I think. I think there's something here that I can get. It's some equipment or food. I'm gonna take a look at this. Yes, this is one of the secrets in the cave, I said. So if you need anything, you can get it here. So by now I'm gonna drop my food, trying to eat one of those, and get this 3 fish. If you want to drop something there, I don't know if many people know about this, but if you lose anything, like maybe was something useless as well. So let me see. There are 2 trolls to this part, I think. So I'm not gonna go there right now. I'm gonna head to some other part. Let me see, where should I go first? I think I should go to the bottom and head to the west. Yeah. There's one thing that I don't like about these caves is that you have to walk quite much. And if it is a PvP server, I don't think you can move if someone blocks your way. So this might be a bit bad. But anyway, if you go to the north here, you won't find anything, just some dead things or traps, barrels, something like that. And here we find some poison spiders as well, but first the trolls and then poison spiders, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So here are the trolls. We find those trolls. This ladder gets you to the upstairs, where you find those poison spiders. I said there are several spiders in this area. As you can see, there is a dead troll. Probably the spiders killed it, or this is what they want us to think. Let's see if there's anything else worth looking. Doesn't look like a waste of time. Yeah, but we gotta explore, right? I know there are some snakes around this part. Looks like this is a desert place. A rat, fine. I'm gonna get this cheese. I'm crazy for cheese. Fine. Yeah, nothing really worth the visit. And more cheese, but this time I won't get that. So I'm gonna try to get back. So I think this is the way I can return to where I came from. I will give up this upper floor. This is 2 weak creatures. 2 weak creatures, and it's quite bad. The experience per hour in this area. But I'm gonna show a little bit more of the lower part, because as some people might know, this is the entrance of the Maze of the Lost Souls. This is a labyrinth where you can get trapped and lost quite easily. I have some people told me that decided to die there because they couldn't find a way out, and they killed themselves in the field. So there were some fields like energy fire field, and they kept stepping there until they died because they couldn't find their way out. Whoop. They couldn't find their way out. So I'm gonna continue killing these trolls. I know there are 2 more to this part. At least if my noob memory is right. Or I'm mistaken, the trolls are here and this is the normal way. No, I think this is the the way I find the trolls, and then I continue over there. Looks like endless. Okay, so one, just one. I don't think this is worth coming to the top. If you want some brew, beer cask, it's empty, or the bottle is full. Okay. I shouldn't do that, but I have the dwarven ring, so I'm gonna keep hunting drunk. This beer is quite weak, so I don't even move. Oh yeah, perhaps I'm moving to the sides and it's not possible, so I keep moving to the front. Yeah. Strange, like you drink a cup of beer and then you are drunk. This shouldn't happen. I think this is because it's the first beer. Yeah, that might be the reason. So this place is very, very huge, and you won't have a nice experience. So it's much better that place in Abdendril I was talking about, the castle. But I'm gonna finish the visit here because there are more things and a part where you get more experience that I'll try to show, right? So there are some places you cannot reach. For example, after this part, I would like to get there. Okay, so enough for the dwarven ring. So this is the part, it's blocked. So you can get this, I think you can get from here, but you can cross from one side to the other. I know there are several wolves to the top, but my map is not helping me. So I will have to go blind until I find a familiar place. Okay, now I know where I am. So there are several weapons there. This looks like a training area for the trolls. And here is the part I find the wolves. And if you keep going this way, you will find more and more wolves. So there are some stuff over there, like I think it's a mushroom. No, there used to be a mushroom there. At least I used to see a mushroom there. Maybe there's way. Oh no. Perhaps it's not here. It's in the next part. Because if there were mushrooms there, I could get. Here is the place, I think. I can't reach the mushrooms. I'm gonna keep going just to show this area as well. There are mushrooms there, so this is the place you find the mushrooms. Actually, I didn't get the wolf path. The wolf path was the one right to the left. But no problem. I'm gonna get there later, perhaps. There are several wolves. Sure. That place is good. So if you do really wanna hunt in this area, I don't recommend staying around here. These parts are kind of bad. So what you do is you start here or here, go here, and then actually I think you go straight to the south and then get this way and you get here. Because forget about that part, you find trolls. The experience is very bad. You find that like every place, every area you find 2-3 trolls and you walk many blocks to get to these trolls. And when I forgot about the ring here. when you get when I show the Abdendrio throw respawn, you will see that it's much different. Problem is that you find many botters there, so this is not gonna be so nice for you. But even when there are botters there, you can still make some experience. So this is the place I talked about. There are several weapons, and it looks like it's a training ground for the trolls. I'm gonna show you right now. And if you use club weapons, you may find a club here, the weakest weapon, so that you can train some skills. As I said, there are several weapons there. Some spears. If you are a paladin, you can also collect those. So I'm gonna keep showing. Now I'm gonna show the rotworms. I think it is here I get there. I hope so. My memory is not so good now. But I remember there was a good rotworm respawn. So it looks like this is the part where you get into the maze of the lost souls. I'm gonna see if it is open. Yeah, it is. There is a lever right to the south of this cave. It is in a part you find some trees and grass. It's in this floor, but right to the south. So when you find this area of the trees, you can you go behind the tree. I think there is a hole, so you step there and you fall in the hole. I'm gonna go there, just take a look. Yeah, so here is the maze of the lost souls. Maze of the lost souls. You'd better turn back, stranger, because if you find out what? Because if we find you, then you die for sure. Who wrote that? Perhaps the warlocks or someone else that lives here. I wouldn't say it was the dragon lords, because they can write this, I think. Then you would die of our traps. Let's see that. Yeah, the problem is that I cannot cross that, so it's just to scare off people. Fine. So I actually didn't find the rotworms. Let me take a look a bit more. I should have checked the wiki before coming here, but so I'm gonna get back to the what is this? Sentry. So they put the dead trolls there. I'm gonna look a bit more this area. I'll see what I find. So unfortunately I skipped the part of the wolves, but they're only wolves, so from here to here you find wolves all the way, and the number is much higher than number of trolls you find here. Oh damn it, I would like to see those rotworms. Perhaps this is not in this floor. They are not in this floor. Well, who knows? I don't remember anymore. But they might be on the upper floor then. Yeah, so looks like there's nothing else to show in this place, because almost returning to the start. Combat, and let's see what we have here. Probably some rats. This part is the worst part ever. There are some wolves. At least, so I can get more experience. Perhaps I get level 12. Yeah, at least something. I was kind of disappointed because of these lack of things to kill. This is a very, very old cave. Even if you go to Thai's lighthouse, not Thai's lighthouse, but Thai's, what's the name? Temple, yes. Thai's temple. You find several things to kill. Now I see where am I going. So the rotworms are to the upper floor. And I'm gonna get there right now. So first of all, I'm gonna kill these wolves I find here. And I'm gonna check if there are all the other wolves around here. Nope. So I imagine the rotworms are to the north. So I'm gonna take a look at that. I remember there are 2 or 3 right when you get to the respawn, and then you cross that area. Oh, here they are. So I'm gonna just take a look. Yes. So as soon as you get to the cave, so you are in the upper floor, if you want to go directly to the interesting part, you go to the north. Quite simple. Going to the north, you will find several wolves. You can also go on to the south, clean all the wolves, and then go to the north. This is also good. And don't think about going down there, because it's not worth. Actually, there are no rotworms here. What's going on? What is this? I was quite sure there was a rotworm respawn around here. I said, oh, first you find 2, and then more. Where are the other part of the cave? That's unlucky. Yes, certainly this is not in the lower floor. Or perhaps I was quite close to that. And then I just left. Said, no, this is not here. And actually the rotworms were very, very close. Yeah, doesn't look like it is here. What am I doing wrong here? This place is tricking me. Yeah. I don't have any. So what am I gonna do? Well, so let's take a look at the Google wiki. I'm gonna help with that then. Okay, so carlin. City of carlin here. I want the map. So this is where we are. Yeah, there are no rotworms in this floor. The rotworms are nowhere here. Neither here. Oh, here is the place. Can't believe it. So we were actually close to the rotworms. And I gave up. So I was right when I said, oh, I was so close to those rotworms. And then I left. I thought they were to the upper floor because I walked so much around this place and I didn't find any. How silly I am. Very well. So thanks for the wiki. I could find this and finish this video. So I'm gonna clean these respawn. So this will end this run. this is possible to get a nice experience just hunting these rotworms and those wolves you will find up there. So I might make a guide showing later exactly how to do this, because in this video was not very clear, as you can see. Fine. So you gotta walk a little bit, but in the end we get those rotworms. They'd better be alive, because I'm getting quite upset with this cave. Okay, so there they are. Here they are. And there are no carrion worms. Worms, actually, not worms. Worms. Just rotworm. I'm gonna get this thing. It's worth 10 gold. And it weighs a bit less than 10 gold. So it's worth picking up. I'm gonna drop this flask. Not because I don't think it's valuable, but the VLs use slots. So I'm running low on places to put items. I think this is the best to do. We cannot put anything here anymore, only arrows. Which is sad. I remember in the past you could put anything there. Like you were going to die and then you put your boots of haste in the in the place you put the fishing rod. Actually, people used to leave the fishing rod there. But then you were going to die and then you get your boots of haste you put there. Something like this. And I also remember we could put anything on the hands. Now only weapons. But in the past you could put a bag, or you could put another shield. People thought that the defense would increase if you had 2 shields. Actually, this is not true. And some people think that when they equip a magic sword, because the defense is 35, it helps you to block more damage. That's not true. If people do this, they are mistaken. Because if you have a shield, this is the defense of the shield, notwithstanding if it is more or less. Regardless if it is more or less than the shield. So the shield is always on above. If you have 20 defense shield, like for example spellbook, and then you equip a magic sword, the spellbook is gonna be considered the defensive item, not the magic sword, just because it is 35 defense. I think it's 35 or 30. I'm not very sure about that. I think it's 35 because it is one of the best items, defensive items. So why does it have to? Does it has a high defense? If so, then that's why they added those items very defensive. They boost your shield defense. So they are going to be effective. So why do you use a defensive item? Because it boosts your shield. So if you have a spellbook 20 and then a magic sword, I don't know how much magic sword boosts shielding. The shield. So if it's plus 3, your shield 20 is going to be 23, right? So this is the only thing that it helps. If you have a mastermind shield, it's gonna be 40. So this thing they added, it was to correct this problem. but I still think there should be a balance between your weapon and shield. So then if you have a very good defensive weapon and a good shield, would keep the same. Or if you have, like, for example, mage spellbook and a weapon, would balance the spellbook. So you could use both. High level mages don't need wands, because that deal quite low damage. Those level 65 wands and rods are quite good actually. They boost 1 magic, so it helps a bit, but it's still nothing compared to the other skills. Like you hit 200 or more in a skill that costs 20 mana, and then you hit 60 or 65, 70 with a wand shot that costs 17 mana. So it's totally not balanced. There might be something that like your magic level increases the damage you deal. Even if it's 20% of your magic level, it would help. It will help in something. So if you have like 10 magic level, you hit 2 more in the damage. If you have 80 magic level, you would hit 16 more. That is not much, but it is something, right? So it would help. And 20% of your magic level is not much, and it wouldn't affect, and it would help high level mages. Fine, so I'm gonna clean these wolves again. See how is this? Yeah, pretty slow respawn. Anyway, thanks for watching guys, and I'll keep uploading more videos about this series where I hunt in this character and show how to get level 50. See you in the next video. Bye bye.